Hello everyone, my name is Carson and I'll be guiding you through a Warrior 2 tutorial today. So the biggest thing with our Warrior 2 that I find when I'm teaching is that there's this vision in our heads of what a yoga posture should look like. So today I want to try to dispel some of those myths and discuss maybe a better way to access your Warrior 2 that might feel a little bit less impinged and restricted. So we'll come up to a comfortable standing position. So for our Warrior 2, having our feet at the front of the mat, we'll take a big step back with our right foot and landing with our leg back behind us. So have a nice deep bend into the front knee and the back foot is grounding down into the floor. So starting off with our base, we have a couple different options with our feet. Perhaps you want to align the heel with the inseam of the foot, so the middle of the foot, the arch, or it might feel better to take a little bit more space, so envisioning that you have a track down either foot, but finding a space where you can feel the most supported and comfortable here. For me, the alignment with the arch feels a little bit better. Now, as we make our way up the legs, let's come towards the knees. So our back leg, we want to think about lifting through the back kneecap, so nice and strong through the back leg. And with the front leg, a couple different things. You might have heard in class, keep your heel and knee in line with one another. Now, there is something fantastic about that because that can really bring in some strength further up the chain, but there's also nothing wrong with bringing the knee over top of the ankle. It's a natural movement that we take as we're walking upstairs. If you participate in any other activities such as fencing or dance or anything like that, we often take our knees over top of the ankles, so don't fear that. Often if I'm teaching a class and I'm cueing to bring the knee over top of the heel, it's to bring a bit of more awareness towards the glutes and a little bit further up the chain. So know that those are a couple options for you. Now from here, let's focus on our hips. So when you see a picture in a magazine or online, you often see everybody's hips are flat towards the side. Now, for some people in their range of motion, that's what their hips are going to naturally do. However, for a vast majority of the population, it's going to feel a lot better to bring the hips on a slight angle. So I like to think about both hip points directing towards the top corner of my mat. So you might notice the difference, you can play around with it right now, of guiding the hips to the side. And notice you might feel a little bit of pinching through here. This leg tends to start to want to fall in as you do so. But if you guide the hip points towards that top corner of the mat, you can find a bit more power through that front leg, pressing that thigh off to the side. So you play around with it in your own body, noticing which feels a little bit better, still lengthening up through that back leg. And from here, let's take our hands towards our hips. And now think about spinning the chest towards the side of the room. So our chest is moving independently of the hips. So spinning the heart space towards the side of the room. Now lengthen the arms off to the side. And the gaze can stay out in front of you where you're at right now, or perhaps the gaze wants to follow over the front hand. And adding in a little bit more muscular awareness, we can pull the front foot towards the back foot. And this may cause a little bit more length through the body, as well as engagement through the inner thighs. And just to play around, bend that front knee a little bit more. Just notice how this feels different. And then guide the knee over the heel. Press down through that heel. Can you bring more awareness towards the glutes? And gently begin to make your way out of the posture. You can come into your Warrior 2 on the opposite side as well. I look forward to hearing what you think about these different little tips, and if it feels a little bit better in your body than perhaps how you've been practicing your Warrior 2 in the past. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.